Hello, welcome. A bug just flew in my face as I started. So, my name is Michelle, and I am from My Purse Strings. You can find me up above. Um, this is my third or fourth live stream today, and I'm really excited to do it. Amazon's been a little glitchy, so hopefully I've been hearing of people getting knocked off, weird things happening. So hopefully you hear me, see me, everything goes fine. I've had my own technical issues, but I hope they're behind me. So today is one of my favorite topics to talk about. So it's smart home products. So a little bit about me is a little bit about me. So again, my name's Michelle. I run the website My Purse Strings. It started all about saving money through apps and technology. It has transformed more into a wellness, fitness, and product reviews and savings website. So that's mainly what I do. But I've always been really interested in technology. And so I get really excited to talk about smart home products. And sometimes I wish I still wrote about it more because I really do love it. So some of these products I have shown you before. I'm assuming most of you have not seen my live stream, but if you haven't, welcome. And I know there's a lot of live streamers tonight, so I really do appreciate anyone who stops by because Amazon Live is just crazy today. But there are some really good Prime Day sales, and especially in the smart home realm. So I'm excited to get started. I'm going to be pointing to the carousel or clicking on the carousel. If there's a product you want to know more about, I have all these products in my possession, so you can just ask me a question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'll always check the prices and different things. And speaking of smart home, I have one dog who likes to bark all the time. I use sort of this AI technology to block the sounds of her out because there's no way to get through a live stream without her interrupting. But if you do hear her, let me know. So I sometimes get flustered and I'll say, can anyone hear my dog barking? And I'm always shocked when people say that they can't hear her because I can hear her. So all right, so I'm ready to get started with the first product. Oh, and let me just bring up, again, questions, please ask. I'm going to bring up my shop page. I usually do this every time I go live. I create like an idea list, a list in my shop, and that has all my products that I'm talking about for that particular live. For today, I also have a Prime Day. It's called Prime Day Deals 2022. So you can find a bunch of deals there that I'm not talking about in this particular live. And if you do like what I'm saying, then please hit the follow button because I really do appreciate it. I very often will do live streams with exclusive promo codes, and I am able to give those to you when I have followers. So anyway, I'm excited to get started. All right, so the first product here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, this is from Vant, and they make smart home products. I recently did a live featuring a ton of their products. This is not a sponsored live. I just really do like what I have, so I wanted to show you. So these are smart light bulbs. So I put these in my daughter's room. It comes with two, and the deal today, I'm always going to double check. If you see I'm like clicking away, that's what I'm checking. And so the deal is $14.39 for two light bulbs, which is a great deal. And so these light bulbs, when you buy any of the Vant products, you get an app. And with that app, you can control everything. You can also control things with Alexa. So you can change the colors of your light bulbs. I actually have a whole video review in the shop too. You can change the color of the light bulbs. You can put it in a series of lights. But even if you're not into the changing of the light color, it's also pretty cool because let's say you went away and instead of we used to use like the old school timers, to turn lights on throughout the house so people don't realize you're not home. You can control the lights through your app. So you can do a regular yellowish white light so it looks like the room is illuminated. So it's a really good like safety feature too, which I feel like a lot of these smart home products actually are. So I'm going to just show you what it looks like in my daughter's room. I have a little video to show you, and let me just pull it up. If anyone's really sensitive to lights, it's like a 15-second video, but I'll just play it for you. So it's kind of cool. Okay, and obviously, if you don't want all those blinking lights, that was just a series I chose. They kind of have themes too. There's like lightning, and different things. So if you do not want the colors, you could just keep it one color for the whole day, keep it one color forever. But I really do like that you can control it with Alexa or you can control it with the app. And again, there's the safety feature of it. So I thought that was a really cool product and that's a great deal. It's says 64% off. So you're getting the 2 light bulbs for that. Okay, next one. I told you I like to write about product reviews, lots of wellness and fitness. I'm not a trainer. I'm the furthest from a trainer. I'm just a person who really enjoys working out and really enjoys like trying out new workout programs. So I do want to show you this product over here. I always keep it in the box. Um, okay, so this is from Renfo. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They make lots of smart home products. And this also, you use an app. So I have a love-hate relationship with the scale. I actually don't have a love relationship with the scale. I just have a hate relationship with the scale, but I think a lot of us do. But when you're working out, especially when you're doing strength, sometimes you're not gonna lose weight or you might not notice the gains you're making. I've been trying to incorporate more strength into my day. So this is a smart tape measure. So it keeps track of all your measurements. So you can measure your biceps, you can measure your abs, you can measure your neck, your shoulders, and there is an app and it keeps track of everything with the Renfo app. So I believe I bought this, I think I bought it 2 years ago on Prime Day. So it's normally like $36. It has almost 17,000 reviews and it's 33% off. So it comes out to $23.99. So I just feel like if you're trying to monitor your fitness, monitor weight loss, or weight gain, whatever it is, this is a really cool product to have. So it's digital and it just goes with Bluetooth to the app. And I've really been happy with the Renfo products I've bought in the past. So this is another smart home product. And thanks, Nancy, for following. I do appreciate it. I really do. And a lot of times I have giveaways and different things. And it's just easy to find a lot of my shop lists. I don't just create shop lists when I do my Amazon Lives. I also send out a newsletter to my subscribers every Friday, pretty much. I create like the best Amazon deals I find, and they're not necessarily the deals everyone's telling me. They're my favorite deals. So the same thing with today with Prime Day. They're not just, I'm not sharing what everyone else is sharing. I'm sharing the products I use and I really like and would recommend. Okay, next one. Um, the Google Nest thermostat. So we only got one of these a couple of years ago. I wish I always have like a little story to go with these things. Okay, I live in Minneapolis now, or right outside of Minneapolis. I just moved here 3 years ago. A few years ago, we had some water damage while we were selling our home. Um, it was the whole polar vortex, if anyone remembers that. And I wish I knew that the temperatures had dipped and pipes had frozen in my house. If I would have had the Google Nest thermostat in my house, I definitely would have known that because I would have gotten an alert. I would check it and I can control it. So I'm going to just show you the price right now. This is the one I have. It's $89.69. And so it's 31% off. But the cool thing with the Nest and smart thermostats in general is that whoever your electric company is, they very often will have a rebate for smart home products. So I can't guarantee you would get one, but I saved my receipt. And after buying it, I got a $50 rebate. So this could cost you as little as 30 something dollars. maybe even more, maybe you'll even get more savings. So definitely check with your electric company if you do not have one. Um, it's worth getting a smart thermostat. And I'll just show you, I think I just have an image of what it looks like. I don't even ever control it from the thermostat itself. I'm always controlling it with the phone. So this is from my phone app. So it's 83 and partly cloudy. It's actually pouring out right now. So it's not partly cloudy. This was a couple hours ago. But I love being able to set it on vacation, coming home to a warm home. So it's a good time to get one. And I will say for Amazon, and no one hears my dog, right? She's going crazy. Okay. For Amazon live streams, sorry, for Amazon Prime Day, the best deals are generally Alexa products, anything made by Amazon. Um, and I did earlier Instant Pots, air fryers, Vitamixes. So I do have a list in my Prime Day list if you want to see, but very often I can predict what the sales are. And it is the type of thing that if you do miss it, very often you won't have that deal again for the next year. So even when I do this live myself, I'll look back and see sometimes when I purchased these items, and generally they were during Prime Day. So, all right, the next item, we're using this in a room, so I didn't grab it, but we have the Blink Mini, and I want to make sure I'm linking to the one. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna move ahead. I didn't mean to link to that one because you could buy one Blink Mini for $29. No, you can. Let me see. Is that linking here? If not, I will link to it. I do have it in my Prime Day sale, and I do have it in my list, not shop list. Let me see if I have it further in the carousel. But you can get two Blink Minis, and I'll add it quickly if I don't. Here it is. Ignore the first one. You can buy one Blink Mini for $29.99, or you can get two Blink Minis for the same price. So I definitely recommend getting the two. It's usually that's the price for one. The very first time we had a Blink Mini, we went on a trip. My daughter had a little fish in a fish bowl, well, actually in a fish tank. And I knew we were going to be away, so I set up the automatic fish feeder, but I was afraid that we weren't going to feed it properly. We did, but I had the camera there just in case. So every night we would check on this fish, um, and it survived. It later did not survive, but it did survive for a short time. Good. All right, I'm gonna have to ask in the comments. Can anyone? I hate to do this. Okay, actually, my daughter's trying to settle them down, but these dogs are crazy. Okay, so that is the Blink Mini, and get the 2-pack. And a lot of things today are actually coming with a bonus Blink, so double check if you want a Blink that there's not a bundle that it already comes with before you actually do the purchase. Okay. Um, the next thing, I linked on this by accident before in the carousel, and this is the Blink Outdoor cameras. They're wireless, and the batteries, they say last a couple of years. We haven't replaced them yet, but we've only had them for, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 months. This is one of those items I wish I had bought earlier. So it's very similar to the Ring camera, but this is a great deal. It's $99.99, but you get 2 of them, which is what we have set up right now. We have one camera above my garage, and we have one camera above our front door. Anytime we get packages, whether we're away or not, we get alerts. You can speak through it. You can use Alexa to speak to it, and to control it. So again, it's like a lot of peace of mind. But even sometimes I'll see like my daughter walk the dogs, and I only know that because I see it on the Blink. Or one of that dog that you keep hearing barking, which hopefully you're not, she likes to run out whenever the door is open, the slightest bit. She likes to run out. There was one day I just gave up trying to find her. I could not find her. And then Blink alerted me that she was back. So it detects movements. You could see squirrels at night. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like. You can replay these images. This is what it looks like from my front door. So probably lots of packages and different things from there. But I really do love having it. And I thought this was a great deal. So basically $100 for 2. So that is a good product. Okay, just taking a sip of my very pink drink. I wish it was fun. It's not a fun drink. Um, but anyway, if you're just joining now today, I'm just doing a bunch of smart home products. I was saying I really do love technology. Um, I'm not techie like computer. Well, I'm not techie like computer programmer. Although through my website, I've had to learn to do a lot of techie things. But I do love smart products, and I've been like an early adopter of a lot of things. So it's always fun for me to talk about things. If you do have a question, please ask me because I'd love to be able to answer a question. Or if you're looking for a particular Amazon Prime Day deal, I've had some of my newsletter people, write questions, and I love to help people find products that they want. Okay, so I mentioned that the Blink works with Alexa. I'm going to show you this camera right here. Well, it's not a camera. This Alexa show, it's not plugged in right now. And I kind of do that on purpose because Alexa likes to have a mind of her own when I do these lives. So I've learned the hard way, do not invite Alexa into my live streams. But I bought two of these around the holidays and I found this deal and I thought it would never come again. And I don't know if it will ever come again, but it's back. So I wanted to share it. So I got each of my kids an Alexa show, the 5, which is what I'm holding here. So um, you I just want to make sure. Okay. So I linked to two different ones because there's one that you can get for $34.99 and it includes this Echo Show 5. But then if you wanted a Blink, there's one for $10 more. You can get the Blink. So I thought that was a really good deal. Okay. So what I love about the show is, it's a small screen, but there is a button here or a slide. So if you do want to disable the camera, you can. Um, but you can use this, it's like an alarm clock. We have it set up looking like a clock face. We have the weather on here. You can ask the regular Alexa things that you always ask. You can play music. My daughter also, I don't even know how she did it, but I guess it's not that hard because she's only 11. But she put Netflix on here and so she's been watching Stranger Things nonstop. She doesn't have a TV in her room, but she's been watching it on her show. Um, Another reason, even just for peace of mind and security, is that I tried to contact her a few days ago. She was home and I tried calling her on her phone. She didn't answer. I tried FaceTiming her on her iPad. She didn't answer, but I knew she was watching Stranger Things. So I dropped in and then I got her attention. So you can drop in, and we use the shows very often as intercoms. So drop in, I can drop into a particular room. I can do it from Alexa, but I usually use just the app on my phone and I do drop in. And you could do this with any Alexa, not just the show. You say drop in, and then it will drop into whatever room, and then you can talk through it. In this case, she could see me, and I can see her. Or you can do an announcement where it goes to everyone in the house. You can do an announcement saying, come down for dinner. So it has some really cool features. They love this. And so for the price, it's like $35, or if you're getting the Blink, $45. I just thought this was a great, great deal. So I definitely wanted to share them. Okay. All right, the next item I have right here. So I know a lot of well, I think because I've seen some live streamers sharing the Samsung Frame TV. We happen to have one, and you need to know whether it's like a good deal or not a good deal. So anyway, I'm sharing the one that I think is a good deal. Um, if you're looking at the Samsung Frame TV, if you're not familiar with it, I have an image of it because it's actually in this room. I wish I could show you, but that would mess everything up for me. But this is what it looks like right now. Well, actually, right now it's showing a different image, but it you can subscribe and you can get art through Samsung. You can upload your own images, um, and it literally looks like a frame and a piece of art hanging on your wall. So it's super cool, really, really modern. The When you see the picture of the bridge, so like the one I'm clicking right now, that is a good deal. It's the 55-inch, but the bridge means it's the older model. It's not very old. It's last year's model. The newer model has the Mona Lisa, and the Mona Lisa, what they've what they've done to the newer 2022 frame is that it's a bit smaller. Um, it's also less reflective, so it does look like art. When I say smaller, I mean it's a bit flatter. So it does look more like art. So there is the Samsung 55 inch, which I do think is a really good deal. That's 30% off. That's 55 inches, and that's last year's model. And the next one is definitely a splurge, but this one is the newer one that just came out that really hasn't gone on sale yet. It is on sale and it's 13% off, and this is for the 75-inch one. So that one is less reflective, and it has a thinner frame. And we did purchase separately something that looks more, the white that you saw around looks more like a frame. We bought that separately. It's not crazy expensive. But if you're looking to splurge, I really think these frame TVs are the future in our houses. Um, and I plan to do a full review soon. I don't have one yet, but look for one. So really a great product. Okay. Next one is the Eero. Again, this is not something I could show because if I did, I wouldn't be able to stream. So I just want to say, if you have internet issues, before you give up your internet company, you might want to try the Eero mesh router system. So I tried the Google Nest. It did not work for us. I tried the Wi-Fi extenders that you plugged in. Did not work for us. And then I tried the Eero, and we never looked back. So there was a time when my kids were home, my husband was home, I work from home. We don't have we don't actually have TV. We use Hulu. So we use like a streaming system. I work out from home. So everything I do, I stream. And we were really struggling with the internet. We always have a lot of devices going. So I did want to share it because I feel like when the Eero goes on sale, I just feel like buy it. If you feel like you have spotty internet and you don't know what to do and you really feel like you can't work at home or a bunch of you cannot be on at the same time, then I would try it. The first one here that I'm linking to is it's well here it's the 6 unit one. So it comes with a router and then it comes with I think they call them like points or these extenders. So there is the 3 pack and then there's the 6 pack. There's only a difference of $13 you can see. So you're getting a better deal with the 6 pack. So I only have the 3 pack at home. It goes by square footage of your house. And you can go on their site. It will tell you whether it's going to cover your house. We have one in the basement. We have the router on the family room, and then we have one upstairs, another. So we only have the 3. If you have a larger house or you have a lot of people working for this price, I would have bought the 6 because I do think it probably would have helped. So that's the difference between the 2. So you're definitely getting a better deal with the 6. But I did figure I would show you both because it is $13. All right, the next item. Let me see if there's any questions in the comments. Okay, I don't see any questions. I'm gonna close out some of these tabs. Um, okay. And again, I really, really do appreciate you watching. Um, and I really welcome any questions you have. I wanna see if this is being shared somewhere else too, because sometimes I stream on other networks and I just wanna see if there's any questions there because I don't get them here. So I wanna just see. I'm not sure, but let me double check and then I'll be back in 1 second. I am here, but okay, I don't really see any comments there. Okay, so the next item is right here and here. Okay, so I have been using a smart scale for myself for years. This one is for my kids, so it's very reflective. It's the Vought scale. Um, so I'm just gonna pull that up. It is a great price today. So it's $25 and then you save an extra $6. So it's BMI. This does more than the scale I've been using for years. I'm actually just gonna read from the box some of the things it does. Again, it uses an app. I actually have the opposite thing with my kids. My kids are very like active, but they're also very underweight. And so I'm always monitoring their weight to make sure they're not losing weight. So that's they have this in their room. So this checks weight, BMI, body water, metabolic age. I'm going to skip over some of the stuff that I'm actually not too interested in. Body fat, skeletal muscle, muscle mass, bone mass, and protein. So it does a whole lot of things. I'm mainly interested in BMI, body fat, and water weight. So that is the Vont scale, but I thought that was a great price, so I wanted to share that. Okay. Um, next is here. Okay, I have had this for years, years. It's one of my favorite things. This is the Spark water bottle. I'm linking to a newer model, a newer version. Okay. So again, all these things have apps. I do have a lot of apps on my phone. But a lot of these things you have apps, like I said, but this is a water bottle. When you get it, you put in your like height, weight, activity level, age. I don't remember all the specifics, but basically it comes up with like a hydration goal for you for the day. So if you're a person like me who is not drinking enough water, it will track your water. It won't just track your water, it'll actually like, encourage you, it'll like kind of nudge you on your phone, or it will glow green. It never glows when I'm doing these lives. It will glow green, like to give you a visual reminder that you want to drink more water. I actually, that pink stuff that you see in there is actually Noon tablets. I'm a little obsessed with them. They're usually in here. That's what I'm drinking. So they're like electrolyte tablets. But the only thing that I do not love about this is that this needs a battery. The newer one that I just linked to here does not need a battery. It has a charger. I'm actually thinking about buying this for myself and upgrading because I do have to buy the batteries. And it is kind of annoying. So this though is it is, sorry, it's 22% off. So it's a really great deal, and then it says save 20% at checkout. Let me see what that is. Um, I'm not sure if that works. There is a promotion, but you could try that. I didn't notice that before, but I definitely recommend the Hydrate Spark. If you saw me in person, you would see I'd be carrying this around. I work out with this. I go on vacation with this. It's in my car. Everything I drink is pretty much in this. So I definitely recommend the Hydrate Spark water bottle. And the newer one is great that it charges because you don't have to buy batteries. I want to make sure, just give me one moment. I feel like there's a couple of things I want to add to the list that I forgot. So just give me one second because I didn't add a couple of things. So I'm just going to add them now. And if you are curious what I have in these lists, you actually have access to them. If you go to my shop page, you'll see all the lists right there. Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. I did put one thing on my list that I'm not showing today because it usually does have a better deal and it's not a great deal today. So I didn't include it, but you will see it in the list. Okay. Let me go back. All right. Everything should be populating now. Okay. So let me go through what's next. Oh, so one of my favorite items, which also doesn't really go on sale like this, and I was actually super amazed and shocked, and I actually have a blog post all about it. I love it so much. They didn't sponsor it. I just happen to love their products. I love the Click and Grow Smart Garden. So if you're a person who has trouble growing outdoor herbs, um, I really recommend this. We use it year round. We grow basil and dill. Those are our favorite. We have a lot of basil and dill. And chives. And I sometimes just do flowers. You can grow tomatoes and lettuce and different things, peppers. So the Click and Grow, if you're familiar with the Arrow Garden, it's very similar, except this is way less maintenance. So if you know how to use a Keurig coffee maker, you pop the pod in and it's a special soil pod and you add water and that's pretty much all you do. There's a smart light that goes on. They have some that are more expensive that like work with the app. I don't have that. It basically runs itself. But I thought this was a great price point. So and this even comes with some of the basil. So this is $69.95, or you can get the larger one, which is the one I have, which really hardly ever goes on sale, like I said, and that's 33% off. So it's 160. It's we've bought it as gifts for people. It's one of those products that we've had for a couple of years. My husband thought of it. We love it. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. Okay. I think my carousel is duplicating itself. Okay, something crazy is going on. Here we go. All right, again, if you have kids or teens, or it's really good for a home gym or office, these LED lights are so popular. I did look, I know a lot of people are promoting one brand, but I just looked and this one is a really great deal. We happen to have this in my daughter's room, so I wanted to show you what it looks like. So these are LED smart lights. In both my kids' rooms, they only have the 16-foot one. Um, Usually it's either 16 foot or double that amount in one box, and both my kids have it around their windows. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like, and I'll tell you what the deal is because it is a really good Prime Day deal. So it's 19.99. At first glance, it doesn't look like the best deal, but then there's an extra 40% off coupon. So that's really good. And then they do have, um, if you bought 2, you can save an extra 5%. So you might want it if you had more than 1 kid. But I think they're also really cool, like I said, for home gyms. All right, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like in my daughter's room. Um, just give me one moment to pull it up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. And you could just keep it like my son keeps his blue. He doesn't, and it doesn't have to blink either. That's the whole thing. You use the app. Again, it works with Alexa, or you can use the app. You can do different themes. So like again, one of those I think is like thunder, and then one has like a garden name, and it just chooses which colors you want to show. You can go through a series of colors, or you can keep it to one color. It works with music. My kids love it. I feel like most teens and tweens and kids love it. Also, this is like a good gift for birthdays, holidays. It's a good time to buy. So I don't think you can go wrong with that. Okay, my Apple AirPods, I have the older ones, which is the ones I'm gonna show you. I can't open them because then they mess with my whole audio, but they are in here. Um, and these are the ones that fit my ears. I love them. I've had them for years. They're down to $89. So I thought that was a really good deal. I'm really happy with them. They're not the, what's it called? Why can't I think of what it's called? They won't block the sound. There is a word for that. Somebody tell me what that's called. It'll say that in the next one. But these work for me. But I am going to show you if you do want the pros, which are the newer ones, those are 32% off. And those right here, the reason I don't use the pros, well, one reason is I actually feel like I'm not really in a situation where where I can block the sound out. I feel like I have kids, I have dogs. I hardly ever can I just block the sound out. So I like being able to hear. But the other thing is my ears. I don't know. Maybe they're kind of small. The AirPods Pros, I tried them. They actually don't feel comfortable in my ears. I've tried a bunch of different ones, so these fit me really, really well. But I do think both are a great deal. And if you do see the ones I have over 500,000 reviews, which is pretty amazing. Okay, this is a deal I'm buying for myself when I'm done with my life. Does anyone remember there was a time when Amazon would actually not share any Apple products? Um, well, I remember that, and then they did have Apple products, but they weren't really from Apple. Now Apple and Amazon do work hand in hand. So my watch here is a Series 2. It works. I actually have 0 issues with it, except I'm really into Peloton and there's been a bunch of updates where you can use watch and Peloton, and my watch is so old that it doesn't support the app anymore. And I'm sure it's not supporting other apps too. But I have to say, I have this. I don't know how old the Series 2 is. I have it 6, 7 years, and I've never had an issue. So it's worth the investment. But if you look, this is the Series 7, which does way more than mine does. Definitely has a longer battery life. It has the ECG, like heart um, tracker. It has blood oxygen. It's just way more water resistance than mine. And if you look at this and you say, oh, well, I don't really like the straps that it comes with, you can buy straps on Amazon for like $10. You can buy packages of straps on Amazon for like $10. So I just thought the Apple Watch is a great, great deal. Series 7 is pretty much as new as it gets. It's 30% off. And if anyone here has the Amazon credit card, which I do, you save an extra 5% on Amazon and Whole Foods. So I'm definitely going to be buying that for myself. Um, Echo Dots, um, they do come with a lot of little purchases, or they have I have a lot of dots. I have this one still in the box. I have one in every room in our house, but I do love them. I use them. I was saying earlier, I use the Amazon Echo Show as like an intercom. So to I drop in to talk to my kids. You can make announcements too. Um, I use it for music. I feel like to get things really loud. Um, I I love the Echo Dots, and the price point is really good right now. So it's 17.99. That is a Prime Day deal. But I don't have this one, but I figured I would show you the newer one. The newer one is 19.99. So that's the one that looks like the circle. So I don't know if you want that one. This one definitely has a smaller like footprint. It just is a little sleeker. But if you want the newer style, the round one, that's just an extra $2. So that is 60% off. And the dot I just showed you is 55% off. Um, okay, did I go? I think, is that very possible? Um, I think I had one more thing I was going to show you. Let me just see if I can find it. Um, yeah, let me add one more thing if I can find it. If I can't, I can't. But I'm going to show you one more thing. If I can type it in here. Again, if you have questions, let me know. Um, oop, it just changed it to a very funny word while I'm searching. I'm just going to see if I can add this. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to add this to the stream because I have it right here. I might as well. Um, if you don't have a smart plug in your house, I highly recommend it. There was a Prime Day deal for this Vaunt smart plug, but then I did the math and the price for two is more expensive than the just buying two of the single ones. So I love to use my smart plugs, especially when I'm working out. I like to use it. I plug my fan in and then I ask Alexa to turn my fan on. That's like my favorite thing. There's lots of uses for smart plugs. That's just my favorite is to do that. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna just go back to the beginning of the carousel because I know most of you have not been watching the whole time, and if you have been, well, really thank you. But I am gonna just go through the carousel again. At this time, if you do have questions, please ask because I really can answer it. Thank you, Nancy, for following. If anyone else would love to not love to, but if anyone else would like to hit the follow button, I would love that. I would really appreciate that. And I do have my shop page there because you can always go there to find my idea list. The best idea list I have right now says Prime Day Deals 2022. And I can just, you know what, I'll just share that before we go through these just to see what it looks like and to show you where the follow button is. Okay, so let me just go into it. I think you're going to see things in my cart because that always happens. But I'll just show it to you anyway. So let me just share my screen and you can see what this looks like. Okay, just give me one moment. Okay, so you should be able to see everything. This is what my page looks like. This is my live stream happening right here. These are some things I have in my cart. You can ignore those. So these are the products. And then these are videos. I go back up here. So here are the idea lists I created. So I have Prime Day Deals 2022. I have the Amazon Live for today. I have one I did yesterday, which I'm actually repeating tomorrow. Another live I'm doing tomorrow. I have lots of lives. So please follow. And then I also have these videos. These are short video reviews I do. So I have a lot of them here. And very often the products I'm showing you, if you do go onto my storefront, you'll see that I do have a video review on them. Okay, nobody hears this dog, right? I'm really hoping not. Everyone's listening to the dog. Okay, if you hear the dog, let me know. Okay. All right, I'm going back to the smart bulb. So this is from Vaunt. What I love about the smart bulb, first of all, it's a 2-pack. But let's say you're going on vacation, you control this smart bulb through your app. So if you're going on vacation and you wanted people not to know that you were not home, you could just put on a white light, a yellow light, and just either set a schedule or manually use it with the app to turn the light on or off throughout the day. So it's definitely like a safety security thing. If you want just like some fun, you can also just go through different themes of light changing. Okay. I'm gonna have to ask you guys, can you hear this dog? Please somebody answer me. Okay. She barks all day long. Okay. So I'm hoping you don't. I have some AI set up. Let's see if it's working. All right, nobody's answering. I don't know if that's good or bad. Um, but anyway, you can use this to, you can do a theme of different light colors. You can just keep it one color all day long. You can use a traditional light, but I'm going to show this to you. So, okay, nobody's answering me. So I'm assuming you don't hear her. I'm going to show you what this looks like. This was in my daughter's room. It does go through a series of lights, but you definitely do not have to do that. You can just go to one light. So here it is. Okay, and it goes to music. You can control with Alexa. You can control with the app. It's really cool. My daughter loves it. And I like it, like I said, as the security part of it. So it's a great deal today. I just wanted to share. So it's a two pack for 14.39. Let me just double check if there's an extra coupon. No, I think that's it. But it's a really good deal. So that is from Vaughn. Okay. Next item I'm going to go through is the Renfo smart tape. Where did I put? So if you're trying to incorporate more strength training into your day, you are tired of the scale and you just want to be able to measure your progress, I definitely recommend getting a smart tape measure. Again, it comes with an app. I have tons of apps. Let me see where I placed it. I just put it down. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, it's right here. I have it in the box here. But it's a smart body measure and it will keep track of your hopefully your progress. If you're gaining muscle, losing muscle, you can do, every body part, and it shows you on the app what it was last time and changes. So I like to use this to track changes rather than just relying on a scale. So there's the rental, and it's a really good price. It's 33% off, and that really is because I very often will highlight this product, and it's not usually that price. The Google Nest thermostat, if you don't have one, now is a great time to have one. This is the one that I have in my house. This is what it looks like on the app when I use it. So I I never use it manually. I always use it just with my phone. It's great from when you're not home, putting the heat on before you get home. Um, you know, just I control everything at night. I control it when I work out. I make it cooler. Um, so it's a like I said, it's a great price point. It's 88, 80, yeah, 89.69. But very often, if you contact your electric company, they will have a rebate. My company had $50 back, so I just had to show proof of purchase, and I got $50 back. So I don't know if you would, but I feel like that is really a great option. I would see if they do. Okay, I'm skipping the next item in my carousel because I realized I had a better deal, so it's not worth showing that one. Okay, the Blink outdoor camera. So we have two of these. My only regret is that we didn't get it sooner. Um, and so if you want security, it works again, it works with Alexa. It is an Amazon product. You get two of these for $99.99. We have one above our garage, one in front of our front door. It alerts you. You can turn off notifications, but it alerts you when someone crosses in front of it. It could be a squirrel, it could be your dog, it could be your kids, it could be packages and mail. So it's a really good security feature. And then you do have everything saved. So this is what it looks like. You can see everything. And you can also use audio so you can speak to somebody through that. So sometimes my husband will talk to me through through the Blink. So it's weatherproof, wireless, and again, you control everything with an app. Okay, the Echo Show 5, I have it right here, but I don't turn it on because Alexa doesn't like my live streams, or she likes them too much and she tries to talk. But I bought two of these for the holidays. I didn't think the price would ever come back. It's $35 and for each one. And this is the Show 5. This is exactly what I have here. My daughter has put Netflix on hers, so she's been able to watch. Stranger Things. You can do a video chat. I usually will use my phone to video chat with her. You can shut off the screen if you wanted to, if you wanted the privacy. When it's set up normally, it looks like an alarm clock. So that's the way we use it. You can set an alarm. You can do weather. The best thing about any of the Alexa products, but I feel like especially the show, is I love the drop-in feature because I use it mainly as an intercom. So I can drop into my kids' rooms and we can even have a video chat. They can chat with each other. I can do announcements, and that would be just telling everyone like dinner is ready, and I make an announcement throughout the house. Um, but I do have to say, I went out the other day. I left my daughter home, and she has a phone now. She didn't answer her phone. She has an iPad. She didn't answer her FaceTime, but I knew she was watching Stranger Things, so I dropped in, and there she was. So it's just another way of communicating with my kids, but they love it. So this is a great thing. But I wanted to show you, I listed the one that was $34.99, but for $10 more, let me just click it on the carousel. For $10 more, you get a Blink Mini. So I thought that was a really good deal. And Ji Yang, I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's hard to see on here, but thank you for following. I do appreciate that. So if you want a Blink Mini, really is it $10 more or $9 more? $10 more, you get a Blink Mini. Okay. Um, just want to make sure I'm not skipping over anything. The Click and Grow is one of my favorite things ever. So it's an indoor smart garden. It has a smart light that turns on. If you can make a cup of coffee with a coffee pod like a Keurig, you can grow your plants. They will not die. It is the easiest thing. I never had success with herbs until I got one. We grow basil and dill and I mean, what else do I grow? It's a lot of basil and dill in my house. But we grow chives, we grow it all. We've done lettuce, I've done flowers. So I really do like it, and I I wrote a review about it. I'm not like sponsored by them. I just love them. I wrote a review on my blog, and it very rarely will go to this price. So if I linking to the first one, and that is $69.95, and it includes some of the pods. Or you can get the larger one, which is the one I have, which is 160.95, and that's 33% off. We've given this as a gift before. It's just a really, I love it. Like I can't say enough, and it brings like life to my kitchen. We use it for cooking. I put basil on pizza the other day. I've made pesto. So I'm really one of my favorite products ever. So I wanted to share that. The Hydrate Spark. Mine looks a little bit different than the one I'm linking here. The one I'm linking to is a better version of this because this one has a battery that you need to replace. So I actually think I may buy this and replace it with this one because the one I'm linking to has a rechargeable battery. So what this does is when you get this, you set up an app. It's always an app, right? You set up an app and you put in your age, your activity level, different things, and it creates hydration goals for you. And it will alert you either visually by glowing that you're not meeting your goal and you need to drink a little more, or it might send you like a little notification on your watch or your phone, just reminding you that you need to drink more. It's usually some little like funny, kind of punny message. You could shut off notifications if you want. But I have to say, I've never drank more water until I started using this. This goes everywhere with me. I work out with it. I bring it on vacation. It's in the car. This is my everyday bottle. You do need to get a bottle brush because even though you put it in the dishwasher, it's a little hard to clean. The newer one that I'm showing you I bet is easier than this. This is neoprene, and I think things kind of stick to neoprene. So it's dishwasher safe, except the sensor stick in the middle. So, but I'm not a big water drinker. I like to use Noon tablets, which is what this pink stuff is that I'm drinking. Not as good in a glass. But I usually have the Noon tablets in there. Thank you, Kim, for following. I do appreciate it, really. Okay, next, I showed you the show that was with the Blink. Okay, I'm gonna just share this because I do have this in my house. And I know that some influencers are sharing this. I don't know if everyone has it and knows exactly what the difference is and what it does, but I do. So the Samsung Frame TV. So it's very confusing on Amazon whether you're getting a good deal or not. So I picked out the ones that I thought were a good deal. It is a splurge. Now is kind of the time to buy it because it doesn't very often go on sale. We waited a long time to buy our Frame TV. I'm going a little out of focus there. I think I'll look a little bit better. So the frame TV literally looks like a picture frame. You can do a subscription and you can get artwork on your frame TV. You can just even put your own photos. Sometimes my husband does even screenshots and puts it on. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's the coolest thing. This is it. This is what it looks like. And we did buy the white frame separately to go around it. It's not that expensive, but we did add that. And so when it's, I wish I could show you my room right now. I'm sitting in it. I'm looking at it. The art changes, periodically. Um, and it's a smart TV. So I think these are the TVs of the future. I will say the one showing the bridge, which is what I'm linking to right now, that is a really good deal. That's the 55-inch. But if it's showing the bridge, it means it's last year's model. If it's showing the Mona Lisa, like this, it's the newer model. The newer model just came out like fairly recently. And the difference between the newer model, I don't know why I'm going out of focus. The newer model and the older model is that the newer model is a little more flush to the wall, and less reflective, so it looks even more like art. So if you've been looking at this is a really good time to buy it, and I want to share those with you. We love it. My husband is like obsessed with the TV. He loves it. So it's definitely a talking point. All right, this I cannot show you in person because if I did, I wouldn't be able to stream. But when we all went distance everything, we had a big problem because everything we do, we use a device. So I don't even have cable TV. I mean, we stream our shows. I work out with apps. So we had a problem. I tried the Wi-Fi extenders you plug in. That did not work well. I tried the Google Nest. That didn't work well. And then I got the Eero, and that worked. And we've been super happy with it ever since. I'm showing you there's two of them. This one so it comes with like a router, a mesh router, and then it comes with these like hubs, these points that you put, these extenders, I guess. The way we have it in my house, we have the router, the main room, downstairs one point, upstairs another. It depends on the size of your house. But the next one, you get 6 of them, and that's only, sorry, I was linking to the 6th one here. For $6, for $13, you get 6. $13 more, you get 6. And then otherwise you get 3 for $143. So these are a really good deal no matter how you look at it. I just thought it seemed like a better deal to get the 6. If I would have seen the difference of that price, I probably would have bought the 6. So that's why I have both of them linked there. All right, I'm going to take a breather for a second. Does anyone have any questions for me? I don't see any questions. I do see people following, so thank you. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. So if you do want to follow, I'm streaming tomorrow, I think at 8:30 in the morning Central, 1 o'clock Central, and 4:15. I think I'm streaming 3 times tomorrow. And I think this is my 3rd or 4th time today. But generally, I stream 2 to 4 times a week, I would say, on average. And I really do like doing Fridays and Mondays, but sometimes in between. So, yeah, I'd love it if you followed. And like I said, I very often will do giveaways, or I do exclusive promo codes. So anyway, the next item is, I know I said I have a love-hate relationship with the scale. This one is for my kids. So this is the Vaunt Smart Scale. This is really a great price point. So it's $25, which at first glance, until you click through, seems like an okay deal. But then there's a $6 off coupon. So that's a really good deal. So it works with Bluetooth. My kids have it in their bathroom. And I did save the box because I feel like the box has a lot of different information here. I'm not interested in all of it, but it's weight and BMI, which I am interested in, body water, metabolic age. I'm just going to skip over some of the bone mass, skeletal muscle, but for sure the BMI and the body fat and the water weight, I'm very interested. Oh, hi, Alan. I'm well, thank you. I haven't streamed in a few weeks, so I haven't seen you. But I am doing well. So my kids have the opposite. They need to gain weight. So I'm into the scale to make sure they're gaining weight. I don't need to gain weight, but I like to see all the measurements. So that is that's the Vaunt Smart Scale. So next, I think, did I just do the hydrate? I feel like I just did it. And you know what? I linked to one that was more money than this one. So this is the one you should get. The one that's 46.99. I don't know why one said 52. That's very confusing. So, but I just talked about the Hydrate Spark water bottle, smart water bottle. It's really good. Um, you have something, what are you willing to give away, Alan? You have some you're willing to give away. Oh, are you talking about the weight? Yeah. I know. It is crazy. But that is I was never a skinny kid, but I have skinny kids. The Blink Mini, I think I talked about that before. You can buy one for 29.99, or if you click through here, you can get 2 Blink Minis for $30. So it's a really good deal. The very first time we used it to monitor our fish tank, to make sure our fish was surviving, and it did. And now we've used it for pets and just general like security things. We've had some workers here, so I've even had it for there. And I'm just seeing what Alan said. He's down 18 pounds, 50 to go. That's awesome. So what's your secret? Because it's hard to lose weight. It is hard. So congrats, really. That's great. Um, all right, I'm skipping over this. And so you will be drink a lot of water, Alan. That's why the hydrate water bottle is really good. That's one of the best things I do. That and strength training are the two things that help me the most with losing weight. Um, oh, the LED lights. I'm going to show you from Vont. I was saying there's a bunch of live streamers sharing LED lights. Um, and these, again, by first glance, do not look like a huge savings, except when you click through, it's $20 and then it's an extra 40% off, which is really good. This is the one we have in my daughter's room, so I wanted to show it to you. This is what it looks like right here. Uh, where is it? Right here. And you don't have to have all these crazy colors. My son keeps his blue, and you can do blue. You can control with Alexa. You can control with the app. You just leave it one color the way my son does it. So this is what it looks like. All right, that's enough of that. I couldn't find the image to stop it. Okay, so that was enough of that. Um, and Alan's just replacing junk and with healthier food and more activity like walking. I'm trying to walk more too. I think walking is really, really important. But now I live in Minnesota, so I feel like half the year I don't feel like walking outside. I have a treadmill, but I love being outside and walking outside. And Alan, I think you have the Shocks headphones, which I featured earlier, which is great for walking. That is also in my Prime Day deals. The Shock headphones, you wear it on the outside, so you can still hear everything going around. But I remember you telling me that you have those and you love them. So that was a really good deal for today. Speaking of headphones, that segued nicely into this. I'm not going to open it because it will mess with my sound. But I have these AirPods that are on deal today. They are an older version. I love them though. No complaints. So these are $89. And there was a time when you couldn't buy Apple products on Amazon, if anyone remembers that. But now you can. And you're buying it actually from the Apple store. So great price points. If you want the ones that are more like soundproof, you can buy the Pros, which are right here. And those are 32% off. So those are more sound blocking. They don't fit my ears really well. I just feel like they're a little too big and not comfortable for my ears. So I love these if you want. And maybe you're like me where your kids have AirPods and you don't, treat yourself to some AirPods. And I love the original ones. So, and Alan said he loves Shocks. I don't have the Shocks on this stream, but I do have it. So just go into the Prime Day deals, you'll see it. It's a really good price point. This is going to be what I'm buying for myself on Prime Day. I'm finally replacing my Apple Watch Series 2, which has really done me well. I think I have it 6 or 7 years. Whenever it came out, that's how long I've had it. I've worn it in the water. I've worn it through workouts. I text with it all the time. I use it for directions. My only issue is it's so old that Apple recently said they're not updating a lot of the, they're not they're not updating the operating system anymore for the two. And so I have the two, and I just noticed the other day that one of my workout apps, Peloton app, no longer I can't even get it on my watch. So I think it served its course. I think I'm gonna buy this watch. It's the Series 7. It also does like the oxygen reader, and it also does like a heart reading. So it's really good. And for this price point, I just feel like if it lasts 6 or 7 years like this one does, it's not a bad deal. So I really do love it. Okay, just a couple more items. Um, I have so many Echo Dots. I like I like the old school one. I still have it in the box. We have these all over my house. Um, but I like the sleek, kind of fat, low ones. So we use it for everything. Um, and so here it is. It's 17.99. It's normally 39.99. Double check because a lot of times you get it, especially on Prime Day, they bundle things. So you might be getting one, like they bundle the Blink. So you might be getting this with it. But if you wanted um, the newer version is this dot. So it's that rounded look. And you are getting a bigger discount. It is like circular. So it's bigger, but you are getting a bigger discount. And that is 60% off. So that's the Echo Dot. No, I don't have that one, but I just did want to share it. Oh, and the Vont Smart Plug. This is a lightning deal. I think this is my last item on here. Did I forget to show it before, or did I? I don't remember if I. No, I think I did. Um, so this is the Vont Smart Plug, and my favorite thing to use my smart plug for is my fan when I work out. So I will say, Alexa, turn on the fan. That is 99% of what my smart plugs do. So it's a really good price for what is it? It's $6.99. So and they did have a deal where I think it was for the smart plugs where they had two plugs, and then I did the math and it was cheaper to buy one twice than to buy the two. So do your math. Always like do your math when you're shopping on Prime Day. And just because it's Prime Day, not always the best deal. So do a little bit of research, but I hope I helped you because I really only did link to things that I thought were good deals. Again, these are products I use. Some of them you can see I've used and abused. I've had them for years. Um, so I wanted to share these. Like I said, I am going live again tomorrow morning. Pretty sure at like 8:30ish Central Time, 1 o'clock Central, 4:15 Central. I think those are my 3 times. And then I go live throughout the week. But Amazon Live is my favorite platform. I like it better than anything else, other than my website. I love writing, so that's my true love. If you want to check that out, I encourage you to check that out. Everyone who followed me, thank you. If you have questions, reach out to me, or you can ask me right now. But I really, really did hope that I helped you a little bit because Amazon Prime is very overwhelming. And like I said, there's a lot of things that are not actually the best deal. So you kind of need someone to kind of walk you through it. And so these are things that I actually have and I really like. So I think I'm going to sign off. I've been talking for a while, and I've gone live 3 or 4 times today. So I hope to see you again tomorrow. And again, I would love it if people follow or just find me again. You might not want to follow me right away, but maybe eventually. Maybe it could be a long-term relationship. So, all right, I am going to sign off unless there's a last minute question. Goodbye to Alan. He had to find his own deal. Yeah, you know what? And I do have to say, before I sign off, I want to say one thing. I was searching for some things that I knew were deals, and I was searching for it in the search bar, and it wasn't coming up. And then I knew I had saved it to these ideal lists. So I do have the ideal lists here in my shop. And sometimes, even though there's a deal, it doesn't come up when I searched it. I don't know if that was happening to any of you, but that happens to me. I can't find things. Or it'll bring me related items, and it's not the product that I know is on deal. So I do hope I helped you. All right, Alan, keep it going with the weight loss. I'm really encouraged by that. And I hope everyone has a good night, and I will hopefully see you again, maybe tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I'm going to sign off.